we are experiencing major problems as a result of the Y2K breakdown.
Bye-bye, human race.
We're talking global computer apocalypse.
Sorry, guys. I guess you're fucked.
They made a video and everything. That's crazy.
Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review. I just got done seeing the new A24 movie, Y2K. I'm actually recording this at midnight, so it's kind of appropriate because obviously, you know, Y2K took place on midnight. They should have released this movie on December 31st because it's the 25th anniversary of this event. So, you know, I think it would have been more appropriate to do that, but, you know, I don't know how studios decide, you know, what days to release things, and you know, I get it, there's other movies they're competing with, and I don't know. But anyways, I mean, you could still go see it on December 31st at midnight if you choose to do so. I'm sure people are probably going to do that. Now, this isn't like a huge release or anything like that. The showing I just went to, I think there was maybe 4 or 5 people in there besides me. I did go kind of late in the day, but yeah, this wasn't like a priority for me, you know. I am a huge A24 fan, obviously, so you know, I try to go see as much as possible. But yeah, so this movie, Y2K, I remember seeing the trailer for it maybe once or twice in front of, you know, other movies at the theater. Maybe I saw it once online, I can't remember. But it's been a while since I've actually, like, seen the trailer, so, like, I kind of went into this a little blind, you know, not remembering specifics. I knew the basic concept was, you know, kids are partying on Y2K, December 31st, 1999, and then stuff goes crazy with the technology. And it essentially turns into a horror movie, or what appears to be a horror movie. And that is the gist of the movie. So, yeah, I gotta say, overall, this movie was just fine. It didn't blow me away or anything. It didn't, like, okay. There is a character in this movie actually played by the director. This was directed by a guy named Kyle Mooney, and he never directed a movie before, I think. I think this is his first movie. He mostly does acting stuff, comedy-related stuff. I think he's done a few short films or whatever. So he plays a character in this movie who's like a stoner character. And a lot of his jokes and stuff like that land flat. And they're supposed to. You can tell it's intentional. Like, it's supposed to be like crickets, you know? But, like, in a funny way, you know what I mean? It's that type of humor in movies where, like, you're meant to laugh at a character's jokes and not being funny. But the only problem is, in this movie, it was literal crickets. I feel like a lot of the movie, unfortunately, was crickets. And there were a couple times where I did laugh, like, genuinely out loud a little bit. Maybe 2 or 3 times. But that was it. Like, a lot of the movie kind of fell flat. And same for my audience. I only heard maybe a couple chuckles, you know, and that was it. It is a short movie. I want to say it's like an hour and a half. The pacing's fine. Like, it goes quickly. But like certain major things start happening. It's like, whoa, we're already doing stuff like this. You'll know what I mean when you see the movie. Like, a major occurrence happens early on, and I'm like, wow, okay. But yeah, like I said, the movie is just fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It was just meh, you know. I get it, it's his first movie, whatever. Maybe it was an issue with the script, I don't know. None of the actors did a bad job. You got people like Rachel Zegler in this. The main kid, I forget the actor's name. He was in a couple things. He was in It 1 and 2. He was in, I remember he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He played young Star-Lord in that movie at the beginning. What else was he in? He was in Knives Out. I remember that. But he was good, though. Like, he wasn't, again, nothing exceptional, but, you know, he was fine. Julian Dennison, I believe, is the other kid. He was in Deadpool 2. I'm sure everybody's seen that. So, it's got a good cast. Lachlan Watson from Chucky, who was great. And then there's also a certain person playing themselves in the movie. I knew it already because I follow A24. I see all the marketing and stuff, like the posters and whatnot. So, yeah, I don't want to say who it is just in case you haven't seen the movie. He was cool. It was, you know, again, nothing nothing mind-blowing. He was fine in the movie. But, yeah, again, this movie, the concept is great on paper. Like, I heard the concept of this movie when I first saw the trailer. I was like, oh, that's a great idea. I'm sure the movie's going to be really, really fun at least. I didn't expect a masterpiece or anything. But it's a great concept, and I feel like they did a good enough job with it. I gotta say too, the special effects with the technology, I'll just say that, was really good. I think for a lower budget movie. Um, but really, I don't have a lot to say. Again, this movie just kind of fell flat for me overall. I was invested, but I feel like I should have been invested more. I feel like the movie was thinking the audience would be more invested. But again, that's just my personal opinion. I think online people are kind of giving it the same kind of rating as me. Just mediocre. So again, I want to give this like a 7 to be very generous, but really, I think I'm gonna give it like a 6.5. It wasn't. Again, it's not bad. It's just it didn't really do anything for me. Like, I guess it's a fun time. I got my ticket for free, by the way. If you're with A24's rewards program, it's called AAA24, like AAA, I guess. Um, it's definitely worth it. I buy stuff from these guys all the time, so you get discounts. They send you stuff for your birthday, and they send you movie tickets for their movies. Not all the time, but like for now, they sent me a ticket for Y2K, and I was like, okay. And I saw online people were saying, yeah, I'm glad they sent me a ticket. I didn't want to pay to see this, so I get it. Again, I'm personally happy I got to see it for free. Would I say it's a waste of money? Not necessarily, but definitely I would say wait to see it maybe, online at some point, streaming somewhere. But I'm always going to say support movie theaters. So if you are interested in the movie and you do want to go out and see it, one night or something, go see it. You'll have a decent enough time. Again, it's not boring, it's not torture, it's just a lot of it fell flat. Like, I feel like it could have been executed better. So yeah. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say. Again, 6.5. It is a directorial debut, so I'm keeping that in mind. Not bad by any means. It's just, I don't know, could have been more. So. But that's about it. So let me know your thoughts of the film in the comments. I know there's a couple more movies coming out this month. Kraven the Hunter, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I might see that. I don't know yet. That's not like 100% sure. I'm not that much of a Sonic fan, but I might see it. Nosferatu, which I'm very excited for. I'm actually anticipating Nosferatu to be like excellent, and I'm sure it will be. What else is coming out? I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned for reviews for those ones I mentioned, and that's really about it. Again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I gotta say too, the marketing for this movie, I'm like, oh yeah, that's such a great idea for an A24 movie, because they do like mid-90s. It made me instantly think in mid-90s, Jonah Hill's directorial debut, which was much better than this movie. And Jonah Hill was actually a producer. I saw in the credits it said his name. I didn't know that. So, but yeah, again, with the marketing and everything and the concept, I'm like, oh yeah, that's such a great idea for an A24 movie. Again, disappointed slightly, but it is what it is. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye-bye.